Hi, my name is Irving. I'm the head coach here at Itaipava Jiu Jitsu and MMA in sunny Newcastle upon Tyne. My beautiful assistant for the day is amateur MMA champion Sam Robinson, the man with the perfect eyebrows and tough mudder finisher, most impressive of all in CV. Finished tough mudder, that's right. Okay, so the thing that we're going to do today is work a little bit off the cage wall. I really liked cage wall wrestling. When I first started training, I was training with some guys who were much better wrestlers in the middle of the mat, guys who come from wrestling backgrounds, and I just couldn't touch them there. But one of the places where I found I could even the score a little bit was by using the fence. And the introduction of the fence changes so many things in wrestling that it was all undiscovered country, it was all new stuff. So this is a place where you can really be effective in the clinch against somebody who's in a traditional sense a better clincher or a better wrestler. So let's break down the principles that govern this position here against the fence. So let's talk about, let's just limit it to the over-under position. Really common clinch position that occurs in MMA fights here. Underhook, overhook, head on the opposite side to the underhook. Really basic 50-50. So in this position here, we're jockeying for position, okay? It's broadly considered that me, the man on the outside, I'm winning this fight. And there, he's losing. Just much in the same way that the man on his back, unless something spectacular happens from the bottom, he'd be considered to be losing that round. In the absence of anything really significant, the judges are going to give it to me. So the amount of time that I spend here versus the amount of time that I spend here is going to be reflected on the scorecards. But you don't want to be a boring wall and stall guy. That's not the plan to win. But I just need to give myself access to the takedown by maintaining this position. Very difficult to take the man down from this position. Much easier. Many more options for me to take the man down when I'm against the fence. So when I'm here in this 50-50 position, you see this space. He's got the option to pivot towards his underhook, or I've got the option to pivot out and use my underhook. That's a pretty simple dance that guys go through from this position against the wall. So I'm going to take that away from you. How am I going to do that first? If I go straight in, trying to get foot position and trying to get knee position, I'm giving them the opportunity to win this little fight. This first battle here for knee position there, now I'm going to let him use one of those pivots. So before I go there, I'm going to start from the top and work my way on down. Yeah, first thing, I haven't got my head position yet, so I'm using my chest. I'm driving up there. Can you see my stance is even? I haven't gone straight there offering material to attack. I've gone square. I'm chest to chest. I'm getting underneath and I'm driving up, crushing and pushing him into the fence. How do you feel breathing there, Sam?
Yeah, level.
Yeah, hard to breathe?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want. I want to treat it like a pin. Okay, when I'm already here, in my mind, I'm already pinning the guy. I'm here, pushing him in, driving the air out of his body, weakening him up. So now here, to give myself access to all the articulations on the way down that are significant in setting up my takedown, I'm going to start with the king. The head position. So the head position is at the top of the hierarchy. When I'm here, the head position gives me access to everything else. From here, now I assert my underhook, my arm position. Now, just to backtrack a sec, I can do pretty much all the stuff that you can do off an overhook, off an underhook with an overhook. It just takes a better wrestler to do a lot of that stuff. So here, let's focus on the underhook because it's the easiest one to get to. When he's got that overhook in here, and now there, he stopped me from getting further on down here. So when I put my head in, I'll rise him up. Can you see how that's weakened his overhook? See what's happened there? I put my head right in the pocket here, like you're going to do a choke. The same place that you're choking with a triangle or a head and arm or anything like that, that artery, I'm going to get the hard spot of my head right into here. Dig my head in, and now how do you feel this, Sam? It's pretty nasty, right? Yeah. That's where I want to be. So from this position here, now I'm really working my underhook. So the arm position, the shoulder position is powered up by having the correct head position. Once I've got this dominant head position here, now they're trying to whizz me. Yeah, not so good. You see now there I can drop from my double legs and get access to his legs here. That's not what we're going to do this time. Now here I start jogging for the hip and the knee position, the foot position, everything on down. When Sam there he tries to stop me from getting that inside foot position, I'm going to take the outside foot position. If he stops me from getting the outside foot position, I'll take the inside foot position. Now this is going to give me access to a whole bunch of other techniques that we're not going to talk about right now. We're looking at the outside foot position. I'm digging in here, I'm looking for that inside foot position. He fights it off, and really what I wanted all along was the inside foot position. See where my foot is here? In between his foot and the fence. Now here, if I was loose, if I didn't have the dominant head position, and further on down, wasn't strong in the shoulder, wasn't strong in the hip, Sam hits me with a uchimata, yeah, down, yeah, picks up the front head. Real common counter. So what am I doing? Here with my head position, go with my underhook, in with the hip, try to uchimata me from here. That's not gonna go, no way, but what he's done is give me the leg. So when I pick this up here, just make a lazy little triangle. Really, really easy here. So this is gonna give me a very energy efficient takedown. Instead of trying to go for a big, powerful high crotch lift, it's gonna be much harder with a guy who's bigger or heavier. Here. Now I'm gonna take the easy option. I'm gonna roll through and down. So there, I've got everything on this side locked out. All I need to do now is assert a little control on this side. I trace down, take a wrist control. I'm gonna punch this right into his crotch and look between his legs. Here I skip back and get myself deep. And there goes my takedown with a perfect finish. If you look here, this is one of the great things for jiu-jitsu guys to adapt the BJJ into wrestling. Maybe you don't have a great takedown game from the outside, you're worried about getting sprawled on, but from here, if you look at the position where we're at, just the same as before when I was thinking about pinning him. What's this? This is a half guard, right? So what I'm going to do here is a deep half sweep. Every jiu-jitsu guy in the world knows how to sweep deep half. So here, that's all I'm going to do. Look at this position. If you imagine you transpose this position here to flat on the mat, we're talking about deep half. Simple. When I'm here, I'm going to duck down, put my head right in the pocket. And there, he's gone. Now, where this could go wrong, just in the same way it would go wrong if you were sweeping from the mat. See, my head's over his foot here on the outside. If I roll from here and he takes out the wizard, I've just stuck myself underneath him. Yeah, that was a screw up. But look now. Here, I look between his legs, I go deep. So I'm focusing on this leg here. Forget about this side. I'm not dealing with this side. I'm putting my entire body against this 50% of his body. So 100% versus 50%. No way. Okay, worst case scenario, here's your backup point. Exactly the same as your standard jiu-jitsu sweep. He's gonna pull out the wizard and base out. So I go deep, base is out here. Look, I'm too low to get punched. Okay, I'm gonna roll back the other way. I'm popping out the back. Face out this time. Up through the legs, out the back, go that way, just continue the roll. The only way this goes wrong is if I get lazy, I start committing part of my resources to this side, and I stick myself underneath him. See here I'm punchable, here I'm passable. But when I'm here deep, I'm right the way underneath, no way, he's not gonna be able to establish this position. Back out. So, let's talk about the finish. We'll go back to the original sweep and talk about the finish. So, problems with cage wall takedowns. What happens? Oftentimes you see off with the double leg, guy gets a decent double, but the guy's above him. So now when I put him down, he's up above me still. Sit up, son. There we go. You see, he's still up above me. Here now, I can't get my shots off. I've got hard work. I've got a lot of hard work to do to recover my head position, get that superior head position back. Okay? If I just dump him down here, even worse. His feet are already on the floor. Now I've got work to do to keep his feet off the floor. If the guy's gonna stand up, if the guy's gonna scramble, what's he need to do? If you think about it in these terms, it sounds too silly, it sounds so simple that it's daft. But what's standing up? Got to have your feet on the floor, right? Okay, that's the nature of it. So the first thing I've got to do if I'm intending to stand up is put my feet down. So if I've got my feet down, then the possibility exists that I can stand back up. Nobody can stand up from here. Okay, so that's why off the double, we're doing all this hard work to lift them, to cover them like so. But here, when we're throwing from this deep half throw, it's already there. See where his foot lands? Okay, try to stand up. It's impossible. He cannot stand up if his foot's not on the floor. It's that simple. So we're going to go from here. Chest position. lower my level, head position. Fight for the inside foot position, goes to the outside. I drive my foot through, pick up his leg. Now here, insert my control on the far side. This is the only control that I'm using on the far side. The rest of it, you can just have. I'll just leave it alone. Punching in deep, right through the crotch. Roll under. He goes with me. Now I've got him pinned. See here? Look at that squall. This is where the pass is going to start. See how I blocked that leg out? So you can't introduce a proper half guard. If I land here, I've got a whole load of associated problems where you can start working for my back, working for the sweep. Here, he's got the half guard on the technicality only. Okay, there's no usable offense from this position. All that I've got is the advantage that the half guard gives me. That's easier to hold him down. As soon as I'm in the crossbody, I have to be concerned about him standing back up because his feet are on the floor. But when I'm here in the half guard, my advantage is this. There's no opportunity for that. So here, I might elect to hold him down in the half guard, keep him here for a little while to settle him down in this position. It's that first 3, 4, 5 seconds that you get the guy down that you've really got to be concerned about him scrambling up. Okay, after that, we're talking about escapes, not about beating scrambles. It's the same thing when you pass the guard. When I hit the pass, this is the time that I have to be worried about him scrambling up. But when I'm here, zero possibility of him hitting the scramble, especially if I've managed to maintain this wrist control and block out the far side. So when I hit that sprawl, here's the windscreen wiper. You see the detail? This heel comes up and strips the foot down to the mat. Now here, this foot, windscreen wipers across to here, and there I'm out. Okay, now this is when the pass has been made. So this is the time that I have to be concerned about and boosting out. So if I get lazy, put in a sloppy side control like this, he's gonna pop back out, right? So I'm going to boost underneath his hips. Windscreen wiper. When he tries to lift his hips up there, I'm going to rewind underneath. Come across this side. Now his only possible direction to move this way. Chest in. Head in. Knee in. Knee outside. Pick up the leg. Punch through. Roll to the half guard. Keeping that leg elevated. Explore my hips. Windscreen wiper. Windscreen wiper. Go for the pass. Half commit. When he tries the escape, I use that window. Come underneath. And there's my finished position. His only option now is to go this direction, but I've still got this handcuff on this side. And there's nowhere to go. Thank you very much for watching. Hope those techniques were useful for you. Hope those pointers were useful. For more information on our gym, go to mmanewcastle.co.uk. Thank you very much.